You did it. You booked the trip. You paid for it. You're ready to go. But now comes one of the most difficult preparation things you need to do. You need to pack. Packing can be very stressful. You can overpack, you can underpack. If you don't get it right, your trip can be ruined. Well, I'm here to tell you it doesn't need to be stressful. I'm going to share 10 tips that will help you pack like a professional. You'll have everything you need, nothing you don't, and you'll be well on your way to stress-free packing. So let's get started. All right. So before I get started, let me tell you who I am. My name is Bill from Dreamweaver Travels. I'm a travel professional, and I've been traveling for pretty much all of my life. And I'm here to make travel less stressful for you and help you take the most meaningful trips you can imagine. So let's talk about packing. Tip number 1, always start with a packing list. I know you think you know what you're going to need. I actually use 3 different packing lists. I have a packing list for my clothes, my outfits, that type of thing. I have another packing list for all my HBA items, all, my soaps and shampoos to keep me looking like this. Not a long list, sorry. And I also have one for any other things like my electronics, or if I'm going on a cruise, some of the cruise specific items that I need. So starting with a packing list will help keep you organized. It also allows you to know the things that you have or things that you might need to go buy. It's definitely the way to go to keep things stress-free. Tip number 2, always check the weather of your destination. So if you're going to Alaska, check the weather in Alaska. It may not be as cold as you think, or it may be even colder. The weather is really going to help you plan on how many different layers you need to bring for each day. And yes, packing in layers is definite. Tip number 3, choose versatile clothing. You're better off bringing tops that match with multiple bottoms, bottoms that match with multiple tops, things that you can interchange. Layers, undershirt, overshirt. You can wear the overshirt multiple times. It just gives you a lot more flexibility in case the weather changes. You'll have whatever it is you need for any particular situation. The versatility in your clothing is going to definitely be a key. Tip number 4, and this is the one that I always struggle with, packing for weight restrictions, especially if you're traveling internationally. Most U.S. airlines have a weight restriction of 50 pounds for any checked bag. But you need to be careful because if you're flying back home from Europe, you may need to follow the Europe rules, which is typically 50 kilograms or 44 pounds in your checked luggage. So you don't want to pack a bag that's 50 pounds, fly over to Europe, and then on your way back, find out that your bag is overweight because you didn't do that conversion. So always check all of the legs of your trip, all of those airlines, and always make sure that you're within the least weight restriction. So that way, then you'll be all set for your entire trip. In addition to make sure that you know what the weight restrictions are, some ways that you can avoid being overweight is to pack heavier items as sparingly as possible. Things like jeans, sweaters, boots, extra shoes. Those are all items that weigh a lot. So you want to pack those sparingly, only pack what you need. Choose lighter alternatives. Bring one pair of shoes that you can wear with all of your outfits. Then you don't need to bring multiple pairs of shoes. Wear jeans onto the plane so that way then you don't need to pack that pair into your luggage. The other thing as far as luggage weight, I highly recommend every traveler should have one, a luggage scale. They're very cheap. Amazon, 10 to 15 bucks. Take it. Gives you that peace of mind before you leave for the airport that you're underweight. Pack it in your bag so that way then when you're getting ready to fly home, you can then again check your bag and not have any surprises in the stressful airport. Tip number 5, packing cubes. Packing cubes can help you keep your clothing organized, especially if you're going on a multi-leg trip. Packing cubes can allow you to separate those different segments of your trip. You know exactly what you need for each leg of it. Also, it just helps you stay organized, and that way then unpacking and repacking becomes a breeze. Tip number 6, rolling your clothes. Now, a lot of people say that you can roll your clothes because it saves space, and it does. But since my issue is normally weight, space usually isn't a concern for me. But the reason why I roll my clothes is it helps prevent them from getting wrinkled. That means I'm not spending time on my vacation trying to figure out how to get my shirt pressed. It unrolls and it's wrinkle free. Tip number 7, and I already touched on this, limit your number of shoes. The less shoes you can take, the better off you are. At most, what you're probably going to need is a good pair of walking shoes. You're probably going to wear those on the plane. Maybe a pair of dress shoes if you're planning on going out and you need those fancy shoes, and maybe a destination specific. So if you're going to a beach environment, maybe you need some sandals or flip flops. If you're going to a colder environment, maybe you do need a pair of boots. Though unfortunately, those are the heaviest of footwear that you can have. But other than that, you should be able to mix and match your shoes. You're not going to need 100 pairs of shoes. Tip number 8, keep a travel ready toiletry bag. I have a bag that I've been using that I keep all my toiletries in, and it just makes it a lot easier. I take my toiletry checklist, I go through, I make sure that I still have supplies of everything that I need. Whatever I don't have or need to refill, I refill that, and then I'm just ready to go. Nice to just have that ready-made packet. Tip number 9, make sure that you know where to pack all of your different items, whether it be your check luggage or your carry-on luggage. There's certain things that need to go in your check luggage, certain things that need to go in your carry-on luggage. Things at like the battery banks that you can use to keep your phone charged. Those have to go in your carry-on bag. They can't go in your check bag. Liquids. Remember the 3-1-1 rule. Everybody knows it. Make sure you follow it. Don't be that person that has a full bottle of water that you forgot in your backpack. Make sure you take care of those things. What I typically do is I will typically put all of my liquids in my check bag. Just makes it easier. It's one less thing I need to worry about going through the security, and it's fine. And they put as many liquids in your check bag as you want, as long as you're not overweight. Any valuables, any jewelry, that kind of stuff, you're not going to want to put those in your check bag. And finally, tip number 10, and this is the one that gets a lot of people, make sure you leave room for souvenirs. If you're packing and you've packed your bags as full as they can, they're the maximum weight, they're completely full, you're not going to be able to get all of that stuff back home because you're going to buy souvenirs while you're there. Whether you plan on it or not, you're gonna. And those things are going to take up space and take up weight. Make sure you leave a little bit of extra room going so that way then when you're coming back, you can bring those memory reminders back with you and you won't have any issues paying overweight baggage. All right, so that's 10 tips on how to make packing less stressful, maybe even stress-free. If you have any questions about what to pack or how to pack it, put it down in the comments. I'd be happy to answer. Or if you have any tips or tricks that I didn't mention, put those down in the comments. And thanks for watching and love for you to come back. I post every week. Until the next time.